greetings to everyone around the world, and for those not celebrating Christmas, guess where I'm stuck doing my reviewing this time of the year? Inside a mall. Literally, this entire episode takes place inside a shopping mall, all to remind everyone how commercialized the holiday season is and always will be. As back in the 90s, there may have been formed new lines for the latest toys, only to be replaced with new lines, these with the newest video game systems, video games, and iPhones. And what is our Bayside Mall rats up to this time? Out to get U2 tickets, because before the internet, many people would have to travel miles afar to go to the mall, to their local Ticketmaster retailer to buy concert tickets, there and only there. If you wanted to buy them directly at the venue like today, tough bounce, you would be doing the walk of humility back to the parking ramp. Funny, Jessie is not in this. What's the matter, Bono? Just so happens to be a prominent human rights activist. The key word, Jessie, is activism. It sounds like your other half. That should be more than enough to have you jumping for you singing, "In the name of love, what more in the name of love? Well, with or without you then." Zach bribes Screech so he can get his first dibs on the best seats as he sleeps overnight in front of the box office.
Let's get ahead of the line.
He slept here all night.
How wonderful they are going to place a sold-out concert of these magnitude resting on the hands of an individual whom has failed them for the last 5,000 times.
How'd you get him to do that?
Simple. We bribed him with a new teddy bear.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday. This is about to get ugly. Box office opens as he is greeted by a clerk whom asks Screech if he prefers to be seated in the mezzanine or near the orchestra pit.
I'd like 5 seats as close as you've got. And when I say close, I want to see nose hairs.
I have tickets in mezzanine or orchestra. What'll it be?
Screech's vocabulary can't decipher what mezzanine means because to him, a live event is attending the insect rodeo out in his backyard.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Zach will kill me if I make the wrong decision.
These people will kill you if you don't hurry up, okay?
Then he has the nerve to tell the ticket clerk to hold his spot so he can consult his best friend Zach Morris and Slater on which tickets they want.
Wait, Screech, you got the tickets?
Not exactly. Do you want mezzanine or orchestra?
Wait a minute. You left the line to ask us that?
I will walk away, I will not follow.
Dimwit, you lost your place in line.
Screech catches up with Zach and Slater and they all denounce him as a dumbass for giving up his prime real estate for primo tickets.
No problem. The guy behind me saving my spot.
Here he comes now.
Hey, thanks, sir, for saving my spot in line.
No comprendo, señor.
What did he expect for laying out his demands to the person behind him, whom was Spanish-speaking? Screech is stupido. A rational person would have asked a Spanish speaker in line to tell him to halt while Screech ran a quick errand. Zach demands that he bang a gong, get it on, back to where the box office has no name. Otherwise, it's not going to be a beautiful day for Screech.
Wait, if he's here, then who's there?
It's back in line, lunkhead. If we miss out on this concert, I'm gonna kill you.
Zach and Slater catch up with Kelly as they wait around the Joshua Memorial tree, wanting to hold her, thrill her, kiss her, and kill Screech for such a follow-up.
Hey, where's Screech? Shouldn't you have the tickets by now?
You see? Hey, let's go eat, come on.
What happened, guys?
Lisa meets up with them, and after going on a shopping spree, she is thrilled a salesman wants to take her on a magic carpet ride in his Air Jordans.
How many pairs of shoes did you buy, Lisa?
Oh, just 3. I'm on a tight budget.
I assume this is adult humor code for someone who has got a mad wicked foot fetish. Fortune finds the group when Lisa reaches down beside the bench between her legs and finds a bag with a wad and a cash totaling $5,000.
Whoa, mama!
Is that real money? Smells like it.
Oh.
Sounds like 5,000.
How they can harness their inner Rain Man intellect to count that much money without a money counter is such a short amount of time can be choked up to their superpowers.
Yes, this is gonna be a good day after all.
Wait a second. I mean, this isn't our money. I mean, some poor person lost it and we have to return it.
Startling revelation has them debating on whether they are going to A, conform to decent human beings and turn in the money. Kelly is the only one cheering on this idea, as the rest... I have finally found what they are looking for, but yet to decide how they are going to divide up the money.
Hey, let's be fair. I mean, if it is someone's money, we should give them time to reclaim it. Agreed?
All right.
Okay, good. Then I hereby invoke the 5 5 second rule.
The what?
If no one is within 5 feet of this money when I count to 5, it's ours.
Zach says with this much money, they could buy up as many U2 tickets they wish and scalp the rest to double their profit.
What does that mean?
That means We take the money and buy as many tickets as we can. Then we turn around and sell those puppies for a big profit.
And the money is returned?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll just think of this as like a short-term loan with a great interest rate.
Hey, it's Zach Morris. He has been gambling with your hard-earned money since 1989.
Okay? All right. That's cool.
Now it's race back to the front at the ticket booth as Zach and Slater try to convince two nerdy girls that he can grant those two a night at the Sledgehammer Hotel.
Here, baby.
With those two studs, Ace and Brock Chisler, since in the sitcom girls and boys are often highly traded commodities on the singles market in exchange for bribes. Lisa and Kelly come up with a plan to advance in line by dropping their bands, creating a diversion. The only thing standing between Screech and his chance at redemption back to the ticket office front window is an old woman.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hi, I wonder if you let my friend go ahead of you. He missed last year's concert.
I guess you can't account for people's musical tastes these days, for it's all right, she moves in mysterious ways.
He was so depressed that he locked himself in the basement for a year.
Uh-huh. And today is his first day out.
Look. No way, Blondie.
Zach is able to bribe with her $200 and gives up her place in line.
Well, what, $50 help you change your mind?
What are you doing? It's our ticket money.
Hey, you're forgetting about our fine.
Did he say 50, beautiful? Because I think he meant 100, little darling. 100 smackers? Make it 2 and I'm out of here.
Oh, the sweetest thing.
All right, one more customer and we're rich.
Screech finally makes it back to the ticket office, but wouldn't you know, sold out. If Bono has a prayer for this group, that is if God will send his angels.
What?
In the food court, the gang would rather drain their sorrows in Coke, and how they fucked up.
I believe the concert's sold out.
Can't believe we gave so much money to that old lady.
And I can't believe there's a planet of Elvis impersonators on a collision course with Earth.
Kelly feels that the only way to make up for a lost day is to do the honorable thing, and that is to turn in the money.
Hey, let's not be so rash. There are plenty of ways to make a quick buck.
Yeah, we could invest in the stock market and double our money.
Right.
And what if we lose?
Who cares? It's not our money.
Right.
The rest don't want to give up the dough, but she attempts to flag down Paul Blart, mall cop.
Really?
Low blood sugar. She has to eat all the time.
Suddenly, a plot curveballs its way onto the mall court scene in the form of a mall announcement, for shoppers are informed that due to Bono coming down with genital warts, they are going to give everyone 2 concerts for the price of 1.
Bingo! Hey, who says opportunity doesn't knock twice?
It's a bargain to wait in line for, but Screech is too dumb to fall for that again, so they are staying.
Last night the security dogs were nipping at my underwear.
Oh, Screech, this time we're all staying, so we're guaranteed to be first in line.
With no direction moving forward, they decide to divide up their spoils to spend on the future profits, gags, and schemes, because nothing could go wrong, possibly twice in this episod, right?
Hey, how are we gonna pull that off, Preppy?
I don't know yet. But I do know we have a lot of money and a lot of hours to kill.
Hey, how about a little advance on tomorrow's profits, huh?
The Bayside bunch notice the 2 good fellows from the Good Dressers Men's Warehouse watching them closely and somehow make a rash decision without deducting any rhyme or reason as to whom they are and make a run for it.
All right. No need to draw attention to ourselves. We'll split up now and say meet back at the movies at 6, okay?
Their plan is to hide the money in Lisa's shoebox and give it under the tender, clumsy care of Screech, who meet up with our 2 Goombas, and since they could almost certainly be the owners, they tell Screech to create a diversion. While Simon says, as Unstable One does, as he waves his arms, barks like a dog, and makes monkey noises like a banshee's, he does a few laps with Frankie and Louie around the food court. Why hasn't he been committed yet? Lisa is back at it shoe shopping, and Kelly finds her that they have to meet up with the boys in the movie theater, taking in a matinee of Even Better Than the Real Thing.
We're going to the movies, remember? Yes, it's those guys again. We gotta get out of here. Oh.
Frankie and Louie are hot on the girls' trail as they suddenly show up, trip, and knock down a lot of shoes, as we are even further convinced that something mean and nefarious has a foul down at the Circle K Mall.
Gotta run, Eddie. We'll do boots tomorrow.
They race to the movie as the girls put out to APB to the boys warning them about Frankie and Louie, and they all scoff it off thinking, quit reading into the same BS as Screech.
Weird guys, they were following us. We saw them at the boutique. They're obviously killers. I mean, we've stolen their money and now we're gonna die. I'll never get married. I'll never have a little white picket fence. I'll never get a letter from Ed McMahon again.
Oh, Kelly, shut up. They're not killers, they're just shoppers.
Speaking of Screech, he feels he has to act as the last line of defense as he appears in a horrible Superman knockoff costume.
Hi, guys.
Take that back.
I guess if the show couldn't afford to muster any muscle to wrestle the rights to the Superman logo, Screech could certainly be the spokesman to super savings to your favorite convenience store of Super America.
Man, why are you wearing this costume?
See, that way when the bad guys come, they won't notice me.
The only place you wouldn't be noticed is in a nut house.
What the gang is actually watching is a bad romantic film starring a female lead that obviously sounds like a hermaphrodite.
Don't go, Jonathan. I can't live without you.
Oh, Jonathan, not here.
The girls are distracted due to the boys over talking during the film, which really has nothing to do with this chase scene plot that has temporarily taken a brief intermission for some odd reason.
Can't scare Screech, man.
Watch this.
Oof, 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 oof.
It's him.
Of course, this is Saved by the Bell. They couldn't possibly cut anything while their brains take a potty break to figure it all out.
They're here. Oh, just shopping. It's a mall, you know. Right. So I hope to kill you two first.
Everyone just stay calm, stay calm.
So after being stuck in a mindless moment you can't get out of, Frankie and Louie stumble upon the theater, which once again have us hinting they are not only thieves, but hitmen too.
Yes, it's those guys again. We gotta get out of here.
Diasona goes through you faster than a speeding bullet.
So they pull a Francis Ford Coppola and take the Godfather exit on their way out as if they are going to the restroom. That's not before Screech has to chime in, informing the two mobsters they are leaving. Although, I don't understand your specific kind of stupid, Screech, but yet we can admire his total commitment to the cause. Frankie and Louis are hot on the gang's trail, but yet feel so far away from them, even though they are just a few seconds behind. And these guys are gangsta? I mean, they are about as gangsta as McDonald's is nutritious. Zach decides that the best safe haven is inside a sporting goods store, which makes no sense, since the ticket counter is on the other side of the mall. Personally, I would like to apologize with anyone who hasn't been offended by Zach's fight or flight mode. Please be patient, the show's logic will kick in shortly. It's a good thing they plan to purchase them in the final last minutes before closing, because now the mob squad can't get to them while they spend the overnights having one giant orgy in the camping section. Trust me, this is about as low as night at the museum. They awaken the next morning, and somehow they are the first in line, but when they attempt to purchase them, they discover their cash is gone.
It's gone.
What?
The money is gone.
Cue game show ironic cartoon music here. We return to the mall food court, and Lisa somehow misplaced the boxes while she was in the shoe store, which makes no sense because wasn't she seen hiding the money previously in one of the boxes of shoes that she had already purchased?
These boxes must have gotten switched when you guys ran out of the shoe store. Now, let's go find the money. Come on.
So the gang goes back to the store to double check every shoebox at the DSW warehouse off at Vault. No, really, this store actually lets them inspect every box and no employee says a word.
Excuse me, ma'am. Store security. I have to check that box.
Why?
Parliamentary procedure, ma'am. There's been a bunch of floor sample thefts.
If they would had boosted from Gary's shoe store, Al Bundy would have bitch slapped the hell out of them.
We have checked every box in the store. Where could it be?
They find one shoebox left, and wouldn't you know, the old maid from the U2 line gets to it first again.
Good morning, ma'am. I'll be taking this if you don't mind.
Over my dead body.
And ooh, the major humility. Lisa distracts by telling her Kevin Costner just flashed her, and the gang make a getaway with the box that contains their winnings.
Where?
Let's go buy some concert tickets.
Frankie and Louie finally catch up to them, only to find they had no idea they signed up for a 4K event as they feel the burn.
Frankie. Hey, kids.
Come here, we want to talk to you.
Hey, run for it, guys. Hey, here's some money for the mess.
The Bayside bunch ends up in a bridal store complete with wedding clothes.
We should have turned the money right when we found it. Lisa, why'd you have to be so nosy? Pick up that bag.
Yeah,
Don't blame this on me. Zach's the one with all the bright ideas.
What the hell is this? A dress rehearsal for wedding in Las Vegas already? They are still in high school.
Yeah, let's
Also, what is up with all these tacky niche shops? Did the store owners not notice a bunch of vagrant shoplifters come in the store, make off with their clothes, and hide in plain view? Man, this mall must have the poorest loss prevention department in LA County.
How can you say this is my fault? None of this would have happened if Screechy just stayed in line like he was supposed to.
The five then bitch and moan about whose stupid idea this was anyway, and yet the store employees play tone deaf to it all.
Blame me?
Hey, he was just falling down to your dumb scheme.
Oh, no.
They must be in a American Sign Language zone, where it's a $100 fine per spoken word.
See?
The gang decide that the best course of action is to return the money, but it's okay to shoplift their wedding in Las Vegas wardrobe.
Officer, I am glad we found you.
We need your help.
Look, these two mob guys are chasing us.
They want this money back that we found here yesterday, or they're gonna kill us.
Though as they track down the security guard they found from yesterday. I'm guessing they didn't read the other sign that says, "Steal here, die here."
In 10 minutes, we're gonna be wearing cement boots, sleeping in the ocean with the fishies.
All right. It's over. Now, what can I do for you?
Frankie and Louie rendezvous with the guard, with whom claims his allegiance with the gangsters.
Why should I? I'm with them.
What?
I want my mommy.
The gang thinks they are in the clear only for a live TV crew to come out of nowhere and hit them with the old gang of "Surprise, you're on candid video."
Hey, to everyone at home.
Can you believe this shit? The whole entire time, a camera crew from Candid Video Cam and Camera Ripoff was stalking a group of teenagers for 2 days straight, had two paid actors pretend to be gangsters, chased them around the mall, left $5,000 in cash lying around the mall.
Television show?
You mean you've been videotaping this whole thing?
Oh, that's right. The ticket line, the movies, the boutique, everything.
If this was a medallion-themed hunt, I could buy into that, but this makes no fucking sense.
Well, this is terrible. I was wearing the same outfit for 2 days.
Let's also enlighten the Candid Video producers that these 5 minors can't give legal consent to be on a show, dumbasses. Let's focus on the idiocy of these apples. The two actors were also conversing with each other when the Bayside 5 weren't anywhere near the vicinity of them. Why would they be getting into character when no one was around to give them the signal to get into character? And why would you waste precious TV resources and airtime following 5 teenagers for 2 straight fucking days when they had no idea as to the malice and destruction actual teenagers would have brought to a mall? These are the days I loathe this show. Anyway, for their troubles, they get their 5 front row tickets to U2 as they originally intended. Zach still wants to sell them and double their profits as before, but the gang would rather murder him than make this witch hunt into a 2-parter.
5 front row tickets? Hey, do you know how much money we could get for these?
No!